Hello, and welcome to Gundam Customs Review of Boku no Hero Academia, Chapter 108. Now, this week's chapter of Boku no Hero Academia starts off with Shinda. I'm still certain he's Dabi. I'm gonna say this every time he shows up in a chapter, either when he shows up or very beginning or very end. Now, I really think he's Dabi even more now because of his darker side to his personality, it seems. Now, the girl who I always thought was Toga, which, even if this guy is Dabi, she could still not be Toga, or she could just be like. But with this, like, even if she isn't Toga, I'm still certain that that guy is Dabi. No matter what. But with this, the girl actually mentions to him about a whole bunch of different stuff, really. And he kind of is like, okay, kids' gloves are off. Everyone's tired from attacking UA. Now let's take down everyone else. And 8 people immediately got done with theirs. So at that point, we actually get down to 10 people left. 10 people left who need to actually get their 3 or 2 takedowns of the 3 balls. Now with this, we have Midoriya and Kachan actually interact with each other as Kachan's like, yeah, Deku, your power helped you. And then he actually says something quite interesting. I actually spoiled a little bit of this for myself last night as I was checking a Facebook group I was a part of, and they posted this part in which Bakugo says, "Have you made that power your own?" Now that alone makes me think that he knows that that Midoriya has All Might's power. One, because All Might can't really do anything. 2, because Midoriya is always like with All Might, and he's a big fan of All Might. Or heck, even if he is just like, I want to fight you when it's your own power. Yeah, I want to take you down. I want to take you down. Even if it's that last part, I'd be okay with it. But Bakugo, even though we may think of him as the hot-headed, angry, very explosive character, even last chapter this was kind of sort of mentioned as he's actually quite intelligent. We have had him do several things that weren't a part of his character, but are actually a part of his character. Like last chapter, in which he handed Kaminari the grenade, he actually had a strategy. He used those AP shotgun explosions technique, in which he used like short, not really powerful bursts of attack to protect Kaminari. Like, if I was Bakugo and I was the personality a lot of people think he is, the whole violent and crazy guy, I'd be like, and just blow up the entire freaking building. But actually, that also is because, like, All Might told him not to do things that could get other people hurt. And that's being taken from, like, early on. Like, maybe the first 20 I think, like, I'm gonna say, like, first 10 chapters, actually. But with this, he's taken something from, like, 10 chapters. Or, like, chapter 10 to chapter 108. It could have actually been maybe chapter 8. I may have to double check that. But, like, it's been 100 chapters, and he's using stuff from, like, that kind of chapter and bringing it into this part of his character in which he's been using this. Now, with this, he actually may want to fight Midoriya again, but I think he does 100% know that All Might is the reason why Deku has power. And, heck, Bakugo's not one to be like, oh, hey, I'll tell everyone. Bakugo's more of the silent, smart, and violent type, which is not something I expected from a character like him. But with this, we actually have them go in, and there's 9 members left of the UA students who are still needing to actually get their qualifications for the next round. Now with this, we actually noticed that a lot of characters, some characters who were working with Momo, all got done before practically before Midoriya, Sero, Uraraka, Kaminari, blah blah blah, Bakugo, and Kirishima before them, and that made their group 11 people who had surpassed this. Now that left 9 students to actually get this to the next stage. Now we go over to Ida, who actually, or Ida, depending on how you like to say it, but with Ida, he actually goes over and finds Aoyama. If you guys have seen my video on it, I have had a video of Who is the Spy Aoyama. This actually makes me still have a strong hope that he's the spy, but like it also makes it like if he is the spy, that he can be kind of driven to the good side again because Ida, but with this, like, we have so many things that we don't know about these characters. We got a little spotlight for Aoyama, as he more or less is like he wanted to be a lot like everyone else. Now, I know this kind of sounds like he's not the spy, but it really throws me into this weird position. It's like, if he's felt like this for the longest time, if he was a spy, it would actually make sense for him to even join the spies in the first place, as he feels he wasn't as good as everyone else. Now with this, I know that's just me overthinking probably, but with this, Aoyama is like, yeah, I'm not gonna pass. There's only 10 people who's gonna get out of here. I already have 2 of my 3 targets hit, so I'm about to get out soon. And he practically uses his naval laser as a pillar of light to show everyone that he's there. And that's how that really starts happening. And every bad guy come over to Aoyama, who has his, like, beacon saying, hey, I'm here! And he's like, Ida, go on without me. Ida and the rest of the students, so 7 other students, came in and took out everyone. Now with this, there was 10 altogether that were needing to be taken, and we now don't really know who the 10th person is, because there was 9 people who needed to be taken. We have Aoyama and Ida, and then we have the 7 other UA members. So with this, they actually take on the villains and all get here. So I don't know who the 10th one is. I don't even actually have a theory about who this is. It may be explained next week or next chapter. But with this, we actually have Aoyama take out someone because everyone else came to help. And Ida actually talks to him and says, you wanted to be on equal standing with us? You've always been on equal standing with us. Now with this, I feel like even if Aoyama is the spy, Ida would be able to take him back and just bring him over to the good side again. If he is the spy. If he isn't, then this is just character building between those 2 characters. Which would be cool, because that actually seems really cool, them being friends. Like, I love the characters being friends, like Sero, Kaminari, Tokoyami, and Kirishima are all practically a good group of friends. Now, Sero kind of hangs out with all 3 of them. Kirishima hangs out with everyone. Kirishima's friends with, like, everyone, which I love about his character. But with this, sorry, getting on, we actually go on to hear what the next phase is, which is rescue. I told you guys. I told you last chapter. I knew it. I knew it because of the fact that the only other time we tried to do a rescue thing, it was interrupted because of the Super Villain League. Now with this, I know that this isn't, or at least this portion is not going to be interrupted by the villains. Now, mainly because of the fact that so many superheroes, obviously. Another reason is because of the fact that I think Kohei Horikoshi would really want this part to be a part of their character development as well, as they want to be heroes. the heroes, as they've said, is not just beating up bad guys. It's saving people, making sure bad guys don't do certain things, such as the bomb thing. Now, the last task of the exam, that I don't know about. I have no idea at the very moment. In last week's chapter, they actually gave us a lot of hints, as they gave us old people, a baby, a kid who looked like, well, he looked like a kid, adult, or thingamabob. I don't know. He looked like an adult, but he looked like he was a kid too. But with this, I actually loved this week's chapter. When I got done reading it, I just couldn't help but be giddy because I was right about the whole oh man, I actually got the guess right about this. So with this, I want to know what you guys thought of this week's chapter. I really loved this week's chapter, and I want to see more from this series. I really do. And also, when it comes down to the rescuing part, I feel like anyone from the UA students need to go out. Unless it's just they mix that exam and the last exam together, then they did it. But I think with how many old people they have, it's probably going to be okay, the first people to rescue this many, or all these old people and kids will actually be able to go on. And there's only 75 of them. Yeah. Or 50, maybe, because they'll cut the number in half from 100 to 50, and then the last one they cut it from 50 to 25. Maybe that's what they do. I don't know. But with this, Boku no Hero Academia is quite an incredible series in my opinion. Now, I want to know what you guys think. What you guys think the third phase could be. What you guys think about Aoyama being the spy. What do you think about Dabi being Shindo? Or Shindo being Dabi. Same thing to me. I really do enjoy this series. It makes me think a lot about this genre. And with that, I hope you guys have a custom day. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you didn't. Comment your thoughts. And I hope you guys have a great day. See ya.